Hi friends, it's Yetzi, your bestie here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about the book The Artist's Way and how it helped me on my sobriety journey, not only with my recovery from alcohol, but also rediscovering, or even I would say discovering myself as an artist. This book really challenged me in many ways and it held me accountable to showing up. And I think if you're really struggling as an artist, or even you feel like you are meant to be an artist and you don't know where to start or how to discover your style, I really highly recommend this book because this book held me accountable. It helped me show up. So the book starts right away in the introduction. Not even chapter one, it's introduction. Let's get to it. She starts you off by giving you things you have to do throughout the 12 weeks. So it is like a course. It's a 12-week course. She gives you morning pages that you have to do every morning. It's 3 pages that you have to fill out, just like kind of brain dump moment, you know? And then also it is artist dates. So every week you're supposed to take yourself out on an artist date. So yeah, you start with those things and then you read the chapters, and then each chapter has like the essays and then it has the tasks that you have to do in it. So for me, I was already journaling, so I love that situation that she gives you because I was like, oh, this will hold me accountable to journaling because I have to journal every day, and it's not like I would look up prompts and things like that. So it was kind of easier to just like brain dump and just kind of get it all out there, you know? And then from there, from artist dates is where I kind of struggled a little because I lived in Portage Park at the time, and it's like suburban over there, you know, not much culture, not much city life or whatever. And so that's kind of where I was struggling to, like, where do I go? Where do I take myself? So I really kind of got out of my comfort zone and started exploring. One day I saw this girl. She posted, she's like does crocheting, and she posted that she was at this bookstore. And I was like, oh, that looks cute and artsy. Like, let's start there. So I had took myself there, and it was taking Montrose like all the way down. So I got off on the Brown line. There is a wink from the universe because there is where I was walking around because I was like, maybe I could take this bus. I started exploring little thrift stores and things like that. And I saw this school, and it said Little Street Art School or something like that. And I was like, let me look into that because I used to go to Marwin when I was younger. And Marwin was a nonprofit organization that you can go for like art students, but it's student like kids, you know. So I went there from when I was like, I don't even know, like maybe like 15 or like 16, 17. So I thought it would be similar to Marwin. And I was like, cool, let me look into it. But it might be like a kids thing. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in it, you know? And so I went about my day. I took myself to the library. I got myself a pizza from across the street. And then I went back to the library because I was really hungry. And the library wasn't, it kind of wasn't giving. Like, honestly, I think you have to go with like a bunch of friends and or a art project already. And I was like, it was really cold. I think, oh yeah, I started this journey a year ago, like literally March 11th or something like that. And I mean, almost a year. It's February now. So it was really cold in there. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't my thing. And honestly, if I was more explorative, it probably would have been. But I was like, it's cold. I'm over it. I don't like the cold. But it's okay. The book challenges me more, and I grow. Okay. So then after that, I like this explored more, and I was like, I don't know why I feel like I really want to try pottery. Where can I go to pottery? So back up there again, I went to this little ceramic place called Leo Ceramics, and it's on like Western by the Brown line up there. I'm not too good with my streets, but I went there for my first pottery workshop. So it was like a 3-hour workshop, which that's kind of like what the book talks about. The artist dates are meant to be like you don't have to, it's not necessarily like about spending money. It's more so like, when you're a kid and you want to spend time with your parents and you just value the quality time. That's really what that was about. And so the artist dates are meant to be just you nourishing your inner child. So yeah, it was really about like nourishing my inner child, my inner artist that I've never gave time to because I was afraid to. Comes to find out, I was blocking my own blessings whole time. So I went to that workshop. It was so much fun, all women. We had such a great time together and laughed and talked. And I didn't really learn much, but it opened the door for sure, And so after that, I was like, wow, I really want to continue with clay. I really want to continue that journey. And so I bought like a clay kit thing, like polymer clay, off of Amazon, and I started making little charms, little things, and that was so much fun in itself. So it sparked my curiosity. I was so curious about it, and like kept wanting to explore it, but I also was not limited to. So I was like, let me try other things. And one big thing I wanted to try that I shut down all the time because I'm like, I don't even allow myself to be bad at something in order to be good at it. And that was a big part of blocking my blessings because you have to be bad at something before you're good at it. I never allowed myself to even be bad. I was afraid of being bad at it. I would bully myself almost. Like, it's not like anyone was telling me anything. I just was like, no, I can't be bad at it. I can't be bad at it. So for me, that thing that scared me the most was painting and drawing, mostly drawing. But I always was curious about painting as well. Like, I just felt like I cannot paint, I cannot draw. Like, there's just no way. I ended up getting Skillshare. I think I already had it, honestly, before all of this. So that's why I was like, oh, easy. Like, I don't have to pay for artist dates. I already have this thing. Let me apply myself and let me use it. So I got my iPad out. Especially, I've been wanting to use my iPad. It was collecting dust. I never used it because I was afraid to try Procreate because I didn't think I was good at it. And so I tried on Skillshare. It was Lisa Bardot's like Procreate class. I did both of her classes all the way through. I had such a great time. I learned so much. I drew so many cute things like from her classes. I learned so much. And then from there, mind you, I had the little thing tucked in my memory, Little Street. Hey, because I'm already knee deep in this book. I'm already probably like chapter 5 or something, or 6, and there's only 12, so I was like, let me go ahead and call this school up and see what this is about. So I called and I was like, hey, I checked your website. It did say that it is all ages, but I want to make sure, like, I'm 31, can I take this class? And then she's like, yeah, of course. It's all ages. All ages take classes. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So whatever. I looked into it. And then the first class I took there was a painting and drawing class. It's just like people from all types of like art backgrounds, So you could be a super beginner. You could have experience painting. It was just like, let's all learn together. And so in the class, it was a lot of sitting with my emotions. And I think the artist way is great because it challenges those thoughts. It asks you questions that bring up things that you're like, you have to sit with. And even one time I read because I was struggling with like a chapter. My therapist, she knew I was doing the 12 weeks, but she didn't really know what it was. And so one week I read her the things and I was like, can we do this together? And she was like, oh my gosh, this book is really good for recovery. And I was like, I told you, I highly recommend this book, especially if you're an artist trying to get sober. You don't need to try to be sober to do the book, but I just feel like it's a great combo. It is a great combo. I don't know. Let's work through it. So anyway, doing the artist dates, things kept coming up, and I was like, I would bully myself or I would talk mean to myself, and then you would have to check yourself, where is that voice coming from? Who is that voice? Why do you believe that? She also starts in chapter 1 with giving you positive affirmations that you take with you throughout like the journey, and those help me so much. And so for me, when I was in that art class, I was like, no, I can't draw. Throw it all away. Like, you're not good at this. You can never draw. You're not good at it. Like, just stop. And I would be like, no, draw that line. Keep going. It's okay. Mess it up. It's okay. And like, I'm just kind of like reparenting that inner child in there that was even afraid to start. And I think she always just kind of needed that guidance, that or it's okay. And I was able to give that to myself, and that was so healing. That book was really healing for me. And the class itself, like I ended up doing a portrait, a landscape, and maybe they're not the greatest, but I'm proud of them and I love them. And I had such a good time doing them and creating them. I kept going through the book and basically I finished it. Like, it took me a year, I think, or like damn near. It took me a long time to finish. But when I did, I was just, and each part was like so perfectly aligned with what I was going through in the moment. Cause it wasn't just 12 weeks for me. I dragged it out. Like, it's a lot of reading. It's like, it's really heavy things. At least I felt. I love the journey. I think it's a beautifully written book. I think it challenges you. And there's some prompts that are like, okay, that's like, but honestly, like when you do them and you just like get over it all and just sit there and challenge yourself, like I genuinely think it's such a great book. I was the one blocking myself this whole time because I was afraid. And she even talks about how like laziness is fear in disguise. And I honestly think that was truly me. Like, I was distracting myself with a bunch of other things like alcohol and men and stuff like that, and sleeping all day and doing these things because I was running from the fact that truly I was an artist, and I just didn't want to do all the work to embrace that question mark. Maybe that was like the point of it. But all to say, this book is incredible. I highly recommend. It is like, it's like art therapy in a book. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Definitely changed my life. And yeah, started my journey off because from there I started taking like a 10-week pottery class. Then I took a 5-week pottery class. Now I'm in an 8-week pottery class. And I'm not afraid to mess up or to be bad or to be a beginner, you know? And I dedicate studio time and take like if I don't understand something, I'm researching it and giving that little inner artist in me. Maybe she just needed more time, maybe she just needed more care, and maybe she just like was a little different with learning, and that's okay. And now I do that for her, and my like for her I do that for myself, you know. I take the time, and I'm just really excited to see who I become as an artist, and I can't wait to like start sharing more of that part of myself here. I still feel a little scared, and maybe that is like just, you know, normal, but yeah, I think honestly I'm probably going to redo the book, especially now living like in Pilsen. It's just more artsy and there's more things available here. But yeah, I highly recommend this book. Thank you all so much, and see you in the next one.